Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. In this video we're going to be looking at the collections that have popped up in the museum and how to collect these items to potentially get these characters. The three collections that have popped up are Beach Ball Collection, Seashell Collection and Sombrero Collection. The Seashell Collection gives Guardian to Ivanova, the Beach Ball Collection gives Elodie and the Sombrero Collection gives Disarm Harper. To potentially get these characters, you need to compete in tournaments and gain WD tokens based on your placement within these tournaments. This is the current level up tournament that's going on, and these are the tokens that are being rewarded right now. Once you've got some WD tokens, you can head over to the wheel in recruits and rewards, and as you can see, it's seashells, beach balls, and sombreros in the rotation. It doesn't give the numbers on the rotation, but it does in the odds breakdown. To get a character, you need 10,000 of any of the collectibles, and you can get that with one pull, even if it is just extremely low odds. The sombreros are the hardest to get, and they range from 100 per pull to 10,000, and the odds of getting 10,000 is 0.2%, and the odds of getting 100 is 3%, as you can see. Beach balls are slightly increased in chance with 0.3% for 10,000 and 7% for 100. The exact same odds are used for the seashells at 10,000 and 100, but the ones in between have slightly increased odds on the seashells. Obviously they are tiered characters, Ivanova being effectively the worst, Elodie being the second best, and then obviously Harper being the best, and that's why the collection items are basically tiered and the odds are stacked towards you getting seashells. Now the disappointment with this event is it just is going back to an event that happened before in terms of the collectibles in the museum, where unless you get the character, it's going to be 26, 27 days of you getting no rewards. And this is going to be very bad for new players. I'm repeating myself again because this is exactly what I've said in the past. There is no basic hand-in. There is no alternative wheel. There is no alternative stash. There's no alternative museum hand-in for your WD tokens. You have to pull on this wheel. And potentially, even if you were to come first in every single tournament, you could potentially get nothing from it. And having RNG like that is really, really bad. You should have at least a guarantee, and there's zero guarantee from your rewards in this, unfortunately. So for me, this is a massive fail, and it is a fail that's happened in the past. It's a repeated fail, which is really, really poor. Especially considering if we look at my past collections, there was a pink cupcake event, and that was basically exactly the same as what we're getting here, but there was lower hand-ins that you could take if you didn't want the bigger stuff. There was characters in there. I think it was 6-star Conrad was a reward there. I think that Sophia was a reward there. I can't really remember the characters, but basically I just went for the lower tier stuff. I went for the hand-ins for the cupcake bags. I think there was a chance of coins in these bags. Wasn't a great chance. I think I came out of it with a couple of 100 coins, but I think there was trainers in there, and it was just a bit more of a guarantee for a lower hand-in, and that's basically what this is missing. And it's a big step backwards in the reward structure. It's going back to what we had before, where we had lug nuts and those sort of events, where it was, I think Marlon and Rosie was the top reward, and you needed to get a minimum of 8,000 to get a character. The difference there and here is that you could guarantee yourself a character as long as you placed properly. In this, first place does not guarantee you a character. First place 10 times does not guarantee you a character. Whereas at least before, first place guaranteed you one character, and if you came first place twice, I think it guaranteed you the top character in those collections. So I think this is a big step backwards, like I've already said. I think this is a big disappointment. We really need to have a better reward structure. I think if you're going to do an RNG wheel, that's fine, but at least have an alternative stash for newer players or people that just don't want to run the RNG wheels. It could just have very basic stuff in there, maybe a bit of gear, a bit of mods, and some trainers, just to tide people over who don't want to run the risk of potentially coming first in every single tournament and getting no good rewards. However, that being said, you could potentially just luck out. You could just get one pull and get Harper. And for anybody who's like new to the game, that would make a massive difference, and I don't like that in terms of just randomness on rewards. You should be rewarding the people who come first place, not just with more chance of getting lucky, just actually with more guarantees. That's my mind. If someone comes first in a level up 10 times in the next 26 days, that should be enough to guarantee them Harper, not the chance to get Harper. That's ridiculous. But that's it in my video, guys. Just looking at these rewards, which I'm very disappointed in. Do tell me what you think about these rewards. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.